You need only to worship me or perish.
Yes!
Let's go, this is my violent show. Hey ho, let's go. I give up.
Greetings, freaks and folks. This is Vlad, and welcome back to another deck video I'm having for you guys today. If you want to see more of that, you know where that subscribe button is. And first of all, I want to say a big thank you for clicking my video so much, and welcome to all the new subscribers, as I think I had almost 30 new subscribers only from that video within 2 days, which is insane considering the amount of subscribers I had before. So big thanks for that. And if you are a bit bored of deck techs, long deck techs I have, too long didn't watch, you can skip to that. The timestamp is in the video description. For you other guys, we will go with a deck that I don't know if it's good or not. Time will tell, and this is the reason why this is the name of the deck. As this is also a pun about Zilean, which is, I think, the most exciting to me champion from the new expansion, as he is an engine in itself if he levels up. As he says, if you destroy 2 allied time bombs, I level up, and he creates 4 upon play, and then you predict, so you can have a decent chance of predicting 1 at first. And they say with countdown 1 they deal 1 to all enemies and the enemy nexus. So this is sort of a control tool for against aggro, for example. And it can also be a bit of suppression, so the enemy doesn't develop. And if we have 2 time bombs played, he will level up, and then from that point onwards, every card that we play, we will get another copy in hand for the next round fleeting, so we can replay them, sort of an echo of our played cards. Now, the main idea behind this was to build any other deck with Mono Shurima and also the Buried Sun, because I really like the Form 3 of the Ascendants, but it turned out it's really hard to build anything else beside this other card. What's it called? Ascendant's Rise, which levels up all level up 1 Ascendant allies, and if you have 2 on board, like the Azir and Renekton, for example, then you progress the Sunders by 20, as every Ascendant will, upon level up, count on this by 10. Now I wanted to go a bit of a different way, as we have a lot of new countdown progress tools. And I wanted to go with a Zilean package, which is like, for example, the time in the bottle, which can help us to predict and advance our landmark for 2 rounds. We have the Clockwork Curator, which also advances us for 2 rounds. And we have, I think we had more. Yeah, of course, we have the Esteemed Hierophant, which obviously gets us the Buried Sunders down by 3 rounds. Now, what's really neat with the Esteemed Hierophant is the Ancient Hourglass. If you put him in the Hourglass, then he gets resummoned, procs another summon for our Z, which levels up upon 10 summoned units, and he will then get the summon effect off and progress another 3 rounds our Buried Sunders. If we haven't found it up to that point, we can use the Clock Hand, which will, upon summon, give us 2 instant sentries, which is a card that either you can count down a landmark by 4 rounds instantly, or you can create a landmark with countdown, a random one, directly summon it. You don't create it. And this is really neat, as you can progress it by 8. So if this is sort of a similar form of leveled up champion in a sense. Almost a leveled up Ascendant, as they will progress it for 10 rounds, and he will progress it for 8 rounds. So this is the very latest point where we should go off with our Azir. So like I said, we want to have the level 3 Azir form, which will give us the Emperor's deck. And this is the main win condition of this first deck. Let's go with that. And we have other tools to summon units, because we need to level them up first, right? We need the 10 units leveled up, and we can do that by the Dunekeeper, for example, Aspiring Chronomancer for predicting on. We can find our time bombs and also the crucial cards. Clockwork Curator, like I said. We also have the Soothsayer, which is a really important card in this deck, as they tend to run a lot of landmark removal, and if they remove our Buried Sunders that we almost always play on turn 1, then we are pretty fucked because our win condition is gone. So we need to protect it, and we can do that by the Soothsayer, which will give a spell shield to all the landmarks and all the champions we have on board. So this can also be really neat to save our Zilean from removal, as we want him to get level up as well and get him as an engine value. This is also the reason why this curve is so low. Like you can tell when you look here, we have 15 2 drops, 10 1 drops. So we are likely to run out of gas. There's also why we have Perseverance to draw 2 cards. And this is also something we can progress, for example, with the time in the bottle. Though this is not the main use of it, we almost always want to put it on our sun disk to progress this even more. And predict, again, like I said, for finding our time bombs that we put into the deck, and also the crucial cards that we need in that very moment. Like, for example, the Spirit Fire, which is the anti-aggro card, which will give enemies -1 attack all on the board, and will potentially board wipe aggro, as it deals 2 at the end of round to the whole board, or everything that was hit by the Spirit Fire. We only run a 2 of Golden Ambassador. The reason for that is it's not very good to have. Like, we almost always find an Azir through the things like Rite of Calling, for example. We can even predict it. So we have an easy time finding them, and we don't need more than 2 of them, even though this is like the Allegiance card is the thing you would run always as a 3 of in the mono color, but this time not, as we don't quite need it. We need our leveled up Azir, that's the main thing, and also get the Zilean early with the time bombs, and then control the board. Now the main twist of this is always the best thing for the end, right? Almost the only 3 of, like, we have Ancient Preparations as a 3 of, we have Time in the Bottleness as a 3 of, Zilean as a 3 of, and the 4th card is the Xenotype Researcher, and I really love this card. Ever since I had this in my David and Goliath deck, and it worked wonders there, so I include it here as well, as we can have problems with blocking. The Zilean has 1 attack, the Azir has 1 attack, so they are really bad blockers. Also, we have in the early game only 2 attack blockers, like the Aspiring Chronomancer, Clocker Curator. The Soothsayer has 1 attack, so we lack blockers a bit. Like, this is the first fearsome blocker that we have, and then we have her in round 3. And yeah, the main synergy in this deck is that you can predict, like I said, with all the cards, right? I also forgot to mention this Crying Sands, which will also lower the attack of something and predict then. So we have a lot of predicting tools, and we can find the pumped up units that we have pumped up with the Xenotype Researcher beforehand. And also a very neat combo, like I said, with the summon effect. You can put this in the Hourglass, the Researchers, and upon summon they will give another 3 random allies +3/+3, and they can obviously also hit the same target again, so we can get +6/+6 and +9/+9 even. I had that in games, so this can be really spooky and help us big time to survive against any mid-range decks that have big bodies, because we struggle against that. Other than that, we want to survive, like I said, until that round where we go off, and then we smack him with the Emperor's deck and the Ascendant Azir. And this basically is the whole deck idea, and as always, we jump into the Too Long Didn't Watch. Greetings, you lovely lads with little time. This deck is completely built around Azir and his level 3 form. This is our win condition, the Emperor's deck. We can achieve that by leveling up him, progressing the Sun Disk by 10, and then we progress the other one with the Clockwork Curator, with Time in the Bottle, for example, with the Esteemed Hierophant, and also as a late game, for if we don't meet it in level 8, we can in round 8 we can do it with the Clock Hand, as it gives us instant sentries, and we can progress the landmark by another 8 rounds in total, as we have some counters for specific matchups like aggro or control that want to remove something, and also a lot of predictions, and Zilean as an early game control dude, which will give us the time bombs and then smack the opponent until we go off with the Emperor's deck. And this is the point where we start finding a match, and time will tell if we go and succeed. Okay, Shyvana Aesol is probably a bad matchup for us, as they have really thick bodies, and like I said, we lack good blockers. I don't think we need to Soothsayer as of now. Spiritfire could be decent, we only have it as a one-off in the deck, so we keep it. And Red of Calling could be neat to go with the Tunekeeper. Sacrifice the Sand Soldier. Now what I forgot to mention, this is no tier whatever deck. This is sort of an experimental deck. And yeah, like I said, time will tell if this has any use whatsoever. But I wanted to go with a bit of another approach of the Ascendant level 3. I think Zilean is a neat idea of that. By my side. I will use the opportunity to kill an ally before they have mana again for single combat to counter the play. As we find our Azir. Normally don't want to play him that early. We rather play our top deck what we had here, the Xenotype Researchers, which is really important in this matchup. Like I said, pumping up. He could have a sharp side. I don't want to play in that. So I will just not do it. Shivana.
You must have some unique insight into dragons.
We always have it in hand.
Vicious and deadly.
And we go with the Zilean. Hopefully find time bombs early. Yes. Ooh. Sorry, this is too tempting.
Have you two made any progress?
This specimen's chromophores prevent
Because I think they will remove my Zilean early anyways.
Excuse us.
I think I need to lower the HP of her, but man, she gets thicker like this. I don't want to have that happen. We'll just draw here. No single combat. As we research this again.
Provoking it.
Carefully, researchers. There's no rush.
There's no what? We use time on the bottle here to predict and potentially find a thick unit. Never lucky. So we will go with a Hierophant.
As I thought.
Can always progress the landmark or Sundisk even more. Now we could Spiritfire here, and I think that's even worth it. As we can damage the whole board, lower their HP. Or he takes the pass, probably. Yep. Thought so. That's a nice opportunity for us to go with the Time Bomb. Get a thick Zilean. Yeah, but he will go into Asol probably. Again, we try to find something big. Nope, nope, nope. Shaped Stone could be neat, but I think I would need to do more time bombs here.
It is now as it would be then.
I don't want to level the Shivana, so I'm not attacking here. I'd rather progress the landmark here.
Something to remember.
As we only need to summon more units now. This is now our goal.
Fully right. I have the scars to prove it.
Finding more time bombs.
Don't touch that. Excuse us.
Taking a really big hit here. I don't know if we can make it back into the game. Probably not. We'll see. It will pump up the dragon to kill my Zilean. Yep. To be expected.
Witness my true power.
And I don't know what we're doing here. Probably another time bomb. They will go to 2. Yeah, I think that's worth it. But then again, I need to have more units for my Azir. Huh. Tough. I'll go with that. Boom! So the Shyvana's threatened with a death here. He needs to save her with something. Yep. But at least these two will die. Never mind, this will die. Boom. We can't go for the Sundust now. We can... 6, 4... No, we can actually. But then we have no other play. So, yeah. We go for it. Go big or go home. If he has a rally, we are pretty screwed. I want to go with that first. Doesn't really matter what we're putting on top here, as we will get the deck next.
Paths lead me here. Another day guarding the walls.
Could still have a rally.
Worries fall from us like water.
The waters flow once more. Shurima,
Was full once more!
past and present.
And we get the Azir level 3 of the first game. Pretty neat. I guess we'll die anyway, but... we got there.
I am a god.
God amongst men, and asunder. Again, rally would hit us really, really hard here. Question is, do I Zilean attack here to proc his the Sandstone Charger? Because they're all pretty weak. But he could still have a Sharp Set or something to survive that, so... we'll play reactively here. This is a very good card. Uh-huh. If we can survive the turn, we can go with all the big value we have afterwards. Now, problem is he has Judgment, so I have to play reactively with my Crumbled Sands and let my Zilean die here.
What are you to a god?
I think this looks good. I'd rather do this, because this has Spell Shield and I can't interact with it if he has some way to pump it up. I don't think he has, but... we could play a Judgment on this. Okay, he doesn't. Again, rally kills us here. What am I doing here? I'm drawing first. Okay. It's really neat. This is our safe against rally effects.
Dragons, such fascinating creatures.
Fascinating creatures, yeah. We can't draw any champion, so this is sort of a dead card now. I will go for the Emperor's Guard for now.
But our son, no god but
Azir. No god but Azir. This is big, because now he can't have any rally effect. But he still can have a single combat for my Azir, so I will go with that.
The sun discs light lead.
Progressing our Sun Disc. Yeah, problem has it that he can deal with my Azir. I will just go with this, I think. Yeah, looks good. This provides us with blockers the next round, if we need it. Ooh! Got him! Ooh. Feels good. Feels good. Come back. Okay, round 2. Fiora Shen. Ooh. This could be a bad matchup, because we have a lot of small units he can capitalize on with his Fiora. We're keeping a Spirit Fire again, and also the Ancient Hourglass to protect something from dying against Fiora. Also the research just to pump up something. Looks good. Good hand. I probably don't even want to play engine preparations, as it is an easy target for Fiora. Yeah, if he banks mana, he has Fiora in hand for sure. So I will go with the Xenosub researches here.
Make of that?
I'm not sure.
I long for a
He even top
wisdom.
decked it, and this is... I guess if he plays this from here, he probably has even another in hand. Shen.
The fate of mortals and
Why does Fiora Shen always have Fiora and Shen and attack on 4? This is some... You need to explain me that. I can go with Crying Sands. I think this looks good because I don't have to waste engine preparations like this.
worthy.
Try me.
As we go into stuff, I think Zilean looks good. To potentially go with time bombs and kill the Fiora off. Yeah, pass. Am I open attacking here? I want to get any removal out of him or any reaction to my attack. But then again, I could also just wait. Play reactively here. Very nice. Time bomb.
Have you two made any progress?
There's something you can deal with.
Specimen's chromophores prevent tissue denaturation.
Yep. Stay with that.
River shape the land and give it life.
Probably go with this Soothsayer, because this is something you can kill with Fiora. And gives us another blocker.
Wash away all the troubles you.
Plus we get a spell sheet on our Zilean. I think this is a turn to go for Spirit Fire. Plus we have Time Bomb backup. So this could be huge and maybe game winning against the Fiora. Because this is our main concern here. I think we have enough value to outpace him with like all the barriers and stuff that he has. But we can't deny the Fiora win condition.
It must be done.
Nature blesses her followers.
You are not welcome.
I don't want to block into the Shen. Want to keep my Zilean healthy. Potentially level him up. Like this he can't kill her. So he needs another buff. Plus the barrier goes down. And he will receive the 2 damage. So what he needs to save here is the sharp side on her. Let's just hope he doesn't have it. Okay. Pass. Right now the Fiora is dying. I love my Chrono Chip, by the way. Doesn't. Blah 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 blah.
To me.
Oh fuck. Is that a rally? I need to save mana here for rally. Oh, sweet. Sweet. I'm going with stuff. I think I'm going with this first. Predict here. Ooh. Time bomb time.
Always 2 steps ahead.
There's the Fiora. Like I said, he has another in hand. If he plays it from the left, he mostly has another in the hand. The plan is pretty simple. We time bomb him to death.
Covered.
Duty, selflessness, heavy burdens.
Get another Zilean. Now he even needs to save the Shen somehow. I mean, Zilean is awesome. Love this time bomb stuff. Boom!
Present and future. All in my hands.
So who do you save, my friends?
Your move.
They are under my protection.
That doesn't save Fiora. I mean, this saves Shen, but not Fiora. I will just leave this here. Boom!
Go.
I think we let that through. We could even do this and Ancient Hourglass. But if he has Rally again, I'm probably in a pickle. I mean, we have Deny. But so does he, probably. I'll just go with this. Or do I? I mean, this is 9 damage, right? I'll go for it. If not, it's not a problem. We have another Zilean in hand. If he denies that. But I think he wants to save his Shen, mainly. He's really struggling here. Oh! Oh, the value. Unless he has a deny, but... Dude, I have to go for it. I mean... If he has a deny, he can't rally anymore. And if he doesn't, this is big value. So we do this. Yeah, we do this. Yeah. Okay. It's not a very big deal. As like I said, we have another Zilean in hand. Break more time bombs. And I even want to Clockwork Curator here, as we get another one in hand next round. Bazing. I think I don't want to show my time bomb right now. Do this first. So we have a lot of jump blockers for the Cytheria, which is the big threat here. Okay. That's a pity, but not the end of the world. As we can do this. And I think if he had an answer, he would have played it, so I'm safe to do this.
We live in hallowed times.
Find the Azir. And I'm taking with these. Keeping my fearsome blocker in the back.
By my sword.
There is no dispute.
Why would you sacrifice the Shen? Like, I think he has another Shen in hand. That's completely fine. I have a big Azir here, so I'm not scared at all. We do this, and then you know what comes. Oh, this feels so good. Playing... Wait a minute, he goes up to 7. So I'm safe to play a Azir as I have Shaped Stone backup. Cinematic time! To the people
What you have seen today.
I think they speeded it up a bit, right?
My destiny
Awaits. I think people were... he's low anyways, I don't even need to play Shipstone.
I find them unworthy.
He still doesn't concede. That's cute. Boom!
Pay homage to me.
They are what to me? Match? Let me know in the comments if you heard that. Great! Another win. To be honest, I did much worse before. Now I'm winning. So let's see if we can stay with that win streak. This is a very bad matchup. I have won it before. But since we lack interaction, it's very hard to deal with the Aurelia. Against Runeterra researchers is very good. I want to keep these as a surprise if he attacks into some of my units with his Aurelia. So I can potentially kill it off. Oh, also they always have Dancing Droplet in their opener. It's ridiculous. Draw throw deck. And they always have Emperor's Dice. Jesus Christ. And Aurelia. And,
Shurima, your emperor has returned.
not much better. I think I want a Curator instead of Researcher, because I could go with Shapestone if he's dumb enough to attack with Azir. Pity he's not. Prevent 2 damage here.
In Shurima's name.
So in terms of progressing, we are pretty good. Also the Researcher.
What do you make of that?
But still, if he goes off next round with Aurelia and shit, we look pretty bad. So for now I want to see if we can see pumped up units. Yes. Please. And we check with this. I think even with this. Every trade would be nice. Ooh. Normally they don't run buffs. Ah, okay. But it is neat value though. Like he needs to spend another 3 mana next round. Plus this attack doesn't do much. And we get another card out of him. I think I don't want to block with him. In this matchup you always want to block the Sand Soldiers instead of the Blades, as the Sand Soldiers do 2 damage. We have the Golden Ambassador, which is really thick.
The sun disk shines on us all.
So he can't even attack with the Marshal.
In the sunlight.
Ooh.
Away.
We gotta sacrifice this here. As we also need some board space. Ooh, this is also really decent. I think I want to open attack here. Or do I? Not quite sure. But only attack with this, you can block with the elusive unit, so... Just playing Zilean here. Hoping to get the time bombs in time. Shapestone looks neat.
Have you two made any progress?
This specimen's chromophores prevent tissue denaturation.
What we can do is threaten a wide attack here.
No, Daddy, we have work to do.
If I do this... Ah, he still recalls it. Yeah, I think that's fine, because this means I can find more time bombs. I don't really know why he did that. I still have 2 mana open. Never lucky. I think I want to pass for now.
Have you two made any progress?
Need to
This
see
specimen's chromophores prevent
something
tissue
else.
denaturation.
Take with that.
You seek an audience?
Get a big hit off. We can... Like, this is potentially heal 4 for our Nexus. So we just need to survive this round. I think next round we could threaten an open attack that's big enough.
Just like we practiced.
Okay. Let's progress. As we find the big ass Azir.
As I thought.
Azir is 7 out of 10.
Tell the people what,
What
you
you
have
have
seen today. You need not follow, but you will witness.
Yeah, so like I said, he only needs some blade dances here, and I'm pretty busted. This is so fucking much damage.
Drown in our cheers.
Do this. Like I said, if he has another Blade Dance, we are in a big pickle. A big pickle. So I have to play... I mean, I can't play anything else, right? So... I may also do this. Oof. Okay, is this the turn? No, we still need 2 more. Fuck. We didn't progress our Sundisk enough. Crap. If I take that pass, I don't win much. I have to attack here. Hope for the best. And with me, Shurima. Okay. I think I want to preserve my 2 units here. To have blockers next round.
A moment in time, arise.
He doesn't get off the unit from his borders to full from the concussive form. I don't think that really matters, as he does have... please no Blade Dance. Okay, we're still good. Count on 1. We can't count on more, fuck. Yeah, we drew poorly in the end. So if... Wait a moment. Every of those is lethal, unfortunately. Every single one of these. I would have needed my 7 cost spell.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute, I can do this. And this. And I still live by 1. Time in a bottle. Don't care. But like I said, any rally effect, any Blade Dance, whatever he may have in hand, kills me. Ooh. Let's hope he doesn't rush it. Please.
Shurima never fell. It only awaited my return.
Okay. We're still in the game. We live by 1. I think I want to have time on. Ooh, we live by 1 HP. Cinematic again.
Come, my
Destiny awaits. Whoop. Give me something good. Whoop. Okay. Fuck. Damn, this is really tough. I need to go white with this, I think. But I don't have mana for this. Fuck. Oh.
victory awaits.
I need to go white. I need blockers.
Go forth.
They will pay their respects or die.
So he does have 1 more blocker. But he needs to block with everything.
Together we are part of something more. Together you are children of Shurima.
We go in.
Faithless creature. Dissident.
You in what army?
Don't want any trouble. You call that sneaky?
Doesn't do it, my friend.
Sedition.
It doesn't do it either.
Don't want any trouble.
You need only to worship me or perish.
Yes! Bam! Fuck you, Azir, Aurelia. Fuck you. Bam! Oh,
Dust beneath my heel.
dust beneath my heels. Feels good. Oh, what a game. What a game. I don't think this can be... This is the climax. This can't be any better. We went 3-0. This is the best deck ever. Play this. Just kidding. But it's a lot of fun for sure, because you finally get to play the Emperor's deck actually. Normally they concede, you know, you play Renekton and you play Azir, then you play the Ascendant's Rise, and if it goes off, you auto-win, and the enemy concedes right away. But with this deck, it's so balanced and goes there and forth that I think it's more likely to actually play the cards from the Emperor's deck. So yeah, try it out yourselves, and time will tell if you will be successful with it. And this is where I'll stop talking, and I thank you guys very much for watching, taking part of this episode. And I think I'll see you tomorrow with another deck. I have a deck that's, yeah, really a hard project. I will say that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, you stay legendary. Vlad out.